I know we all love Alex Hormozi, his content, his sales, his marketing, his ads. He is one of the goats of finance, marketing, sales.
If you have less than $10,000, don't buy crypto. Instead, buy the ability to make more money. What people think happens is that they're gonna put $10,000 in and they're gonna make $1 million. But what 99 times out of 100 happens is that you put $10,000 in and you get $1 back. When instead, if you invest in the asset, which is you invest in the ability to make an income. And I can promise you it's significantly easier to spend $10,000 to learn how to make an extra $50,000 a year for the rest of your life than it is to bet on which shitcoin is actually gonna pop off because of some crypto creator.
Because he shows you how to grow a business. But you've got to think about it. If Alex didn't have 15 years worth of content, his marketing would mean shit. There'd be no one buying from him because he positioned himself as like the old timer. He's positioned himself as the expert due to his years of experience, his gym career. But yeah, I love Alex and his content. Same thing with Layla. Fucking mint. They have given me so much value and have helped me tremendously in starting my own businesses. So yeah, they're fucking awesome people. But seriously, if you think about it, Alex would not be making no much money as what he would if he didn't have his content nor his marketing strategies. But seriously, if they only applied to just some basic bare ass thing, they would be getting nowhere near as much success as what they are. Because the only reason why they are is because they have such a wide, massive audience. And yet they've been telling you for the last 15 years, they haven't been trying to sell you. But he's gained your trust over so long because you're all thinking, hey, he's my business god, so I'm going to basically trust him because he ain't going to try and sell me shit, which I am, but you all know I am because you're fucking watching this video from a fucking 20-year-old who looks like me, who's a fucking G. But yeah, so you all know that. So why do you trust someone who tells you for the longest fucking time that they aren't trying to sell you shit? And then they get around to it and just tell you, hey, here's my product, here's $100 million offers, and here's my book. I haven't been trying to sell you shit for the longest time. And then here it is. Like, what positioning does that make in marketing? Yes, I understand it's reverse of what I do. It builds up your trust and it goes more and more and more. And then they provided so much value. But then it's like, why did he charge $5,000 for that? I understand everyone getting the acquisition.com caps because it gets them in more houses. Same thing with the 5 books that come with the offer. I understand that. That makes more and more sense because he's trying to sell the exclusivity of his model to other people and being a part of the tribe because only the people who run acquisition.com only have the caps. I completely get that. You're trying to create tribalism, but wouldn't it have made more sense for you to do that from the beginning? Because then you can create more of a cult-like following and then get a better positioning within your offer and then get a better email sequencing. One thing I've noticed that they need to do more of is like SMS and also same thing with email marketing because I don't get enough emails from acquisition.com. Like honestly, it would be so much better if you got a bit more of like a personal taste, personal touch from these guys because newsletters are very personal. Newsletters help you with your plan of attack. Newsletters help you with so much and it makes you feel like you're one with your audience. Like, I love the way that they make their content. Their content is really good. I'm just saying. I've just noticed, I'm just picking out a few things. You've got to understand, when you get access to me, you get access to me. You get me emailing you, not some other guy who's running the business. You get access to me. Only me, not my employees. I will get my employees and the people who else I'm working with to help you out, especially when you're starting your own marketing agency, like especially in the early days when you start dialing and all that sort of shit and start with content and doing all of that sort of stuff. I will get my people to help you out. But honestly, you get access to me. Like, I understand how much he's worth. His time isn't super, like, his time is really valuable. He can't spend every single ounce of his day basically messaging you and doing all that sort of stuff. But honestly, it would make such a huge difference and it'll get so many more people in. Like, if he does what he did again with that Zoom call, or if he sends like a massive SMS sequence, maybe like once a month. Just be like, hey guys, like something to do with business. Like, hey guys, hope you guys find some value in this, and then just sends one of his shorts. Because then he can get more and more numbers in, and then he can get more and more people locked into his model. And then from there, you can then upsell them into the email sequence and then get them into the product, so then they can then sell the products. Like, he had the biggest brand launch for $100 million offers. There's just a few ways how you could honestly get that brand launch to be even bigger. 15 years of content is fucking amazing. It's probably the bread and butter, which caught him so far. Because he just consistently provided value to his audience. He's like, hey, I'm not going to sell you guys. And then he obviously changed his mind over the last 15 years, which is completely understandable. But as I said, why don't you just learn from the fucking goat? Why don't you just put me into here, and then I can show you the same way? Like, even better, I can show you with the startup. I can show you how to do this. I can show you in every fucking model. I can get fucking a client who pays me fucking $30 a month because I got his leads up by 20%. And they're like, what? 20, what? Paying me fucking $30 a month ain't shit to him, and he gets fucking a shit ton more in leads. So yeah, it makes sense. You understand where I'm getting at. There's just a few little factors which could massively multiply his sales. I am literally the daddy of the internet. I love Sabri Subri, but no. Why don't you give me the access to basically manage these people, market these people, and then get this forward? Like, you will see it in the future. I will literally be marketing all the top dogs. I will be helping them with getting more of a personal one-on-one touch. Like, as I said, it makes you feel like you've got an Alex in your pocket with your phone. It makes you feel like you've got more one-on-one with Alex and keep on going more and more and more. That makes more and more sense. Like, you've got access to their content, what else they have, and everything to do with them whenever. But wouldn't it make more sense if he got even like one of his setters, or to be honest, like one of his setters maybe sent out like an SMS to all the numbers that are in his email list? Like, that will make it sound more and more personal and make it sound like him, because that's the job of being a DM setter. Does that make more sense? Because the more and more people have a more one-on-one basis with you, the more and more they trust you. I understand they trust these guys massively, but I'm just saying, like they do with the caps, it will add more and more to it, and then you can get more and more diehard fans to love you guys even more. And even you guys could do a back-end offer of like some coaching calls, and you could give people access to all of that for like $5,000. Doesn't that make more sense? So that people get access to what you've helped other businesses with, and then you could sort of give them like a little 101 memo because you sold the books, and it's through $100 million offer, and just charge them extra 5K for that. Because then you could eventually end up buying them. If you think about it like that, you could end up buying them from getting that one-on-one coaching. Let's just say if you get access to their time, $5,000 for like 10 minutes of their time. Like, fuck, imagine that. A lot of people would be buying that. It's not scalable, but I understand. It's more so for long-term game. Then you can help these people grow their businesses, get up to the point where they are at with their private equity. And then they can basically take over their business, and then you can be a part of the journey. You can then just help them more and more and more. That's what I see. That's what I see makes more and more sense to me, because you're obviously helping the little guys grow a lot and a lot and a lot, like, which is fucking awesome at, or even become like another event, like a webinar, something like Charlie Morgan or something like he did previously, and just spend like more time. But honestly, like, there's a few ways that he could improve that. And I honestly think like the SMS, and also like 5 minutes of the problem, and then he just basically spits out a solution, which he's already done, and then gives them access to 10 minutes of his time for $5,000, which I understand is worth more than that. It's a loss leader to get them into the private equity. But these small little things will help them more and more and more. Even if they get talking to someone with their someone who's involved in their team, it would make a massive difference. He can make more money, he can get more businesses, and then he can just scale higher and higher and higher, and even past that $1 billion mark. And then even less shit he's got to worry about. But I also, I was just saying, there's a few ways he could do it, or even have like a fucking private network who he's up with, because then it's just basically everyone trying to get up to Hormozi, and then Hormozi has the network of people who's going to try and get up to. Like, that makes more sense, doesn't it? Because then it's just consistently people paying to try and trail behind him to learn, and then just similar to like a course module based on what he learns, but people pay for it because they trust him so much. He can use his positioning and his trust for so much more value. So yeah, if you want to learn more of these secrets and more of these ways to build KM1 business, which I'm currently in the process of doing for my marketing agency, sign up to the newsletter down below and I can show you how. Or watch this video here and then you can improve your mindset.